survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out...
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Big Fluffy, or aka Wolfpack. What is up? I'm here to show you another Division 2 build. Now this is a kind of my hybrid build. If you don't know what that means, it's my PvP/PvE build. If you did see my last video in the Division 2, my World Tier 4 build, that was kind of straight PvP. It was straight PvP. I did use it for PvE. Wasn't the best, but yeah. So anyways, we're gonna get started with the World Tier 5 build. So let's get started. Now I'm gear score 474. The reason why is because I don't want to raise my gear score higher, and plus I don't really care about gear score that much. That's just my opinion. So do your own gear score. If you want to raise it higher or lower. So this is my build I have, ladies and gentlemen, for now. Now this build does work in skirmish and Dark Zone. So the Dark Zone, I won't be playing like the lower eyes. I'll be playing with the ones for the rogue system. I just forgot what they're called at the moment. But yeah, let's first I'm gonna start the build. So first I'm running the exotic pestilence LMG, gear score 489. DMG is 4.7k with the RPM at 550 and the 100 magazines. I don't know if you could get higher. I think this is the highest you can get for the exotic magazines, not for sure. So here is my talent. I'm kind of just gonna really just take it slow, to be honest. So this video might be very long, or I'm not for sure. But yeah, let's just get started with the talent, the Plague of Outcast. After hitting the same enemy 20 times, that enemy is infected with the Plague of Outcast. Well, whatever enemy with the Plague of Outcast is killed, it leaves a toxic cloud for 10 seconds that deals 200% weapon damage per second to anyone inside the I think it's whoever's in the smoke. I believe somebody get around 200% weapon damage per second, so that's pretty good. Anyone inside the fluid with the pestilence, oh shit, messed up the word. Now this debuff reduce healing, revive by 50% for 10 seconds. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Whatever enemy with peasants will be down, they will be instant killed. The debuff is removed when the enemies repair their full armor. While hosted again 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds whenever you're blind, bleed, or burn. Okay, so it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So pretty much whatever this weapon is holster, pretty much whatever, if I get bleed, if I get blind, even if I get burned, sorry about that, it's going to be a 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Not the best, in my opinion. I think at least like 10 to 5 seconds should have been at least 10 seconds. But the 20% armor bonus, it's a lot for 5 seconds, in my opinion. Now, what this one is, every time you hit around 20 shots, if you do down that player is gonna be full. He's gonna be insta kill no matter what. no matter what. Even if he tries to pop, I guess, a heal in the end second, if he still goes down, he's insta-killed. And when he fully dies, he's going to relieve a toxic cloud around the area the agents could be touched and be killed. And I think so they could get insta down to. I'm not for sure. So yeah. Here's my second weapon, the Tactical Vector SBR9mm. It's a high end, and it's my gear score 462. Would like to get a 480, 470. I'm still farming. So if you did watch my last video, I love the Vector. Vector is one of my favorite weapons I love to use. So yeah, here's my talents I have for the Vector. Straight handling. Landing a shot adds a stack of bonus for 2% weapon handling. Max of 15 is at max stacks. Each shot land has a 5% chance to consume the weapon handling bonus and refill the magazine. So every time I'm shooting, I'm gonna get 2% for 15 stacks for weapon handling. Now weapon handling is not that bad, to be honest. It's not that good. Also, in my opinion, it's not a really good talent I should have. But, you know, it's whatever. Even if you say you got the 15 seconds, you may have a 5% chance that when you reload, you're still going to keep those stacks. So, yeah. I have extra 20% magazine cap, so it's very good. Personally, I like it because they can just raise my Vector's ammo very quick. Well, equip this weapon gets 10% bonus armor while reloading. So every time I reload, even this weapon's holster, I actually get 10% bonus armor. So that's very good. Sometimes I reload my Vector and just kill that person as much as I can. So here's the mods I am running, ladies and gentlemen, for this. I will show my mods for my LMG. So I'm running a Pro Red Dot Sight. It gives me 5% stability. You can go with current range if you're going to shoot someone that far. My opinion, it's not really that worth it, but that's just my opinion. Then I have extended 9mm mag, gives me 20 rounds with minus 10% reload speed. The reload speed is not really a big problem for me. Then I have this laser sight. If you want to know, it's probably one of the best laser sights you could get at the game at the moment. And you must have this whatever it's called, domination or some shit. I don't fucking know. Whatever that fucking thing is called, I forget. So long as you have that equipped, the grenade launcher or the specialist or whatever you want to call it, you're going to get this mod, the laser pointer, small laser pointer. Sorry, gives you 7% crit chance. Then I have my small suppressor, and it gives me 10% accuracy. So it's not really bad. I wish I could get higher, better talent. As I always recommend is your second talent should be 20% magazine cap. And the other talents, you can just do whatever you want. Pistols doesn't really matter, but I will show up. That's pretty hard, to be honest, but yeah. So let's get straight to the build right now. Now, I'm running a true patriot. I can't even say that. But when you have the 6, I'm going to tell you what pieces you need. So for the 2 piece, you would get 10% damage to armors. That's very good. Then for the 3 piece, you would get 10% protection from at least. Then the 4th piece, you're going to get 10% total armor. Now here comes the 5th and 6th piece, because this one you do actually want to read it and actually listen. So red, white, and blue. So remember those colors, because those colors are going to be your best friends until this gear so you don't feel like running. While you shooting an enemy, applies a debuff to the debuff are applied in orders of red, white, or blue cycles every 4 seconds. So every 4 seconds you might get a chance to get a debuff or armor buff or even a skill cooldown buff. That's very good for you, but it's very bad for the enemy. So yeah, let's start with the 5 piece. So we read the first description. Now the red. Red is decreased damage delay by the enemy. So every time you're landing your shots, that enemy is going to lose in their DPS just by a bit until you hit them with the other buff. Now, white restores ammo to friendly that shoots this enemy. So when you shoot an enemy, even if it switches your white, your teammates will have to shoot that enemy exactly the same time as you to apply the armor buff to get their armor back. Now blue is very very important, especially for me, especially for my teammates. If you do kind of depend on skills, because I kind of do. Now the blue boosts your boosted scale cooldown reduction to friendly that shoot this enemy. So these buffs do apply to you, just to let you know. So when the allies say, for me, when I was shooting the helicopter, one of my teammates needs armor, so I told him to shoot at the helicopter. I got the white buff, and he got most of his armor back with that. Now the blue one just gives you a skill cooldown, so if you use your skills, just shoot something who has a set, and boom. Now here comes very important, because I think it's very, very important for this one. Full flight 6-piece. Shooting an enemy that has all 3 buffs will deal 25% damage to other near enemies that have at least one of the buffs. So if one of the enemies do have all 3 buffs, you'll be getting a 25% damage to other enemies. So it doesn't mean that enemy you apply to buff, but the other enemy. So if one person does have all 3 buffs, you could shoot the other guy and you're going to get a 25% damage. That is actually very important, especially for me, because I did get some PvP action in this, and it was kind of fun, to be honest. I have this mask is a PvE set, to be honest. So yeah, if you could get crit chance or crit damage, that'd be very great. But yeah, I have 30% damage to elites, then 6,000 on health. It's not really the best, but I can farm. Now here's my chest piece. So we read all that. Now we're just go straight to my mods. I have 7.5% weapon damage, or like that crit hit chance. Crit damage. I have 11%. 11,000 bonus armor. Then I have 8% crit hit chance. It's not really bad. Here's the mods I have. It's 2,000% bonus armor with 3% protection from release with 7% health regen. Of course, I have the same thing as my other mods, as you all can see. So let's move down all the way down here. So 5.5 crit chance with 9,000 armor. Oh wait, sorry, health on kill. Where I'm going for armor. Pfft, my bad. I have over 2,000 health with 12% blind or death resistance and 13% shock resistance. That's very good, kind of, in PvP. Because there was one guy who was using the outgoing gear piece. So here comes 7.5% crit chance with 8,000 bonus armor with 7% crit damage. If you do get a backpack like this, I really recommend you try to get that skill damage higher. Skill chance or skill damage, in my opinion. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you guys that. I have 3,000 bonus armor with 14% and 6% of that. Now we're almost done with the build. So I have 4% SMG damage. Now this is what you really want for your gloves and your knee pads. Try to get weapon damage or SMG damage. Assault rifle, LMGs, rifles, whatever you're using, try to get that on your gloves, and try to get crit chance too. Crit chance is very good. For my knee pads, I have 6.5% crit chance. Then here comes my bonus mod. There's 1,318 health with 3% incoming health with 9% skill haze. Skills are kind of option to you. I use this, to be honest. It's just like a little bit better for me. I use this to repair my armor. Not repair my armor, but like to actually, like, if I'm gonna go push someone, I'm gonna equip that. It's gonna take around 10 to 20 shots away from them, so I won't be taking that much bullets. That's very good. So yeah, pretty much I use the LMG for PvP. You would see me in this video. I did switch to where's that weapon? This is the Tactical UMP 45. Here is what I have. It's gear score 489, 17.7k, 600 RPM. Then it has around 40. It has around like 40. I think 42. It does have that 20. I don't know. It's like 42 or 48 bullets or something like that. Around there. It's pretty good. Now this is the talents I have. Landing a body shot adds a stack of 5% headshot damage to the next headshot for 10 seconds, max of 10 stacks. pretty good. At 20% magazine cap. Then I have while equipped reset in the cover up for 3 seconds, remove blinds and diswords stats. So this, I did run this in this video you're going to see, but yeah, I'm just showing what I got at the moment. So, and here's the mods I have for its 20% crit range with 7% crit chance with another 5% crit hit chance and 10%. So you can get around 2 crit. You can get around 2 items for crits on your some of your weapons, I should say. And yeah. So we're just gonna move into over here. I'm not gonna show you my LMG crit because my LMG crit was like around 27, 26. Like around 23 to 27%. So here's what I have for my crit chance. Now try to get your crit damage, because this build, it's not really, this build is supposed to be for like kind of PvP. It just wasn't working for me, so I'm making a new build. Is going to be a little bit better. So it's going to take me a couple of days to farm it. So I'm trying to farm the whole entire pieces. So let's, I have 54% crit chance with 32% crit damage. Now if you can get your crit damage up to like 40 or 40 around something like that, that's pretty good. While losing a lot of crit chance, because it's gonna be super hard. 50% headshot damage with I think it's 14 range, then 2.2 reload time. And I'm just gonna show you my LMG. I have 15%. My SMG bonus, I actually have 19%. So if we're gonna move into my vector has 49. Then with a 32 damage. It's not the best, but it's what I could do at the moment. Now if we are gonna look at my normal, if I go to like a dark zone or a skirmish, this is what the build would really look like in like normalized PvP stats. So from PvP, from skirmish, it does take 0.5% crit chance, takes out Larry, 1% my crit hit damage, but it does boost my SMG. My SMG was at 19%, and it increases it to 21%. Now that's not a lot, but for me, that's a lot for me personally, for like especially for my SMG build I have here. But this is not really for SMGs, just to let you guys know. This is for actually my exotic LMG. Then I have my SMG. So if you could get like literally better weapons that I have at the moment, then yeah, even better gear, like, then yeah. So this is the build, everybody, for the true patrons. I hope you guys did like this video. If you did, please leave a comment and subscribe. And like the video. Sorry, I was scratching my eye. So if you guys did like the video, leave a comment. I ask if the how do you farm the exotic for this one. I farmed this one Zeri from the dark zone, and when I first went today, I actually farmed it with my friend. We went to the dark zone the first time. We just got in there, we got the weapon, and we just walked out with the weapon. So when I got in the dark zone, I just got a drop like that. So yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna let you guys keep you waiting. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Peace. By the way, this is what the build is gonna look like for my SMG. Just to let you know, a small little example. It's not the best, but it's a little small example for my SMG build, so it's not that bad. Anyways, I might catch you guys later. By the way, these pieces are most likely to be changed just so